Erie. We stopped at Meadville. We're gonna be going up this route.
I think there's a couple banks along this way that we want to make sure we hit. We really want to make sure we hit these banks.
sorry for the voice.
Bro, why are you talking about banks so much?
I just thought that we were gonna stop by some banks, that's all. I kind of wonder why the lady at Sheetz gave me the free food today. I really wonder if it has something to do with what I look like. I'm out here, we're shooting a video. We're doing some tactical shooting with a camera. So we have our model here who's gonna be tacticaled out. This is something I actually haven't done staged before. So I've shot stuff in the military. I've shot a couple different things around the Army in different scenarios and shot with a bunch of people to find out what would work best to shoot creative content that is going to be cool guy tactical while maintaining the ability to work in the winter environments.
I feel like I should have done more cardio before this because I'm gonna be hurting with these snowshoes for sure. I haven't done it in a while. So.
He's a trained professional. He's an underwater basket weaver, SEAL Team Delta. He's pretty up there. He's pretty high in the tier level.
Above tier 1.
It's above tier 1. I think it's tier 0.5. Yeah, so he's pretty up there. So he's prepared. And then if you stay tuned for the video, I'm gonna get myself in some tactical gear and try to embrace some of the cold and look as sexy as you do. So that's what we're in for today. All right, let's get after it. Try to get you like posing tips that I think will work so that if you go into the deep snow and I'm not gonna go out there, then kind of go a little bit. We'll try to screen stuff out to you. I'll go here, I'll walk around to the side as well so I can find a good spot to shoot from and then fire the rest. Go through it. There you go, take like another 2 steps towards me. Some serious snow right now. Like this is like
I'm just trying to ignore it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Drop the gun stream this weekend.
Not like Alec Baldwin.
So some things that we can highlight that we'll have, so in case you're ever doing products for tactical shooting in general with a camera, is that we do have a rifle and all of the attachments for the equipment that we have. We also have some of the magazines, comms equipment, a helmet. So there is a lot of variety that you can use. If you have a brand that you can work with, look for a brand that might have a variety or a site that you can offer some of these types of services and say, I want to shoot content for you. Could you give me a few things to work with? The last thing that you want to do is have this cool gear and you have something totally missing entirely that doesn't add up. So you have the magazines because you have a rifle, you have the comms equipment, and you actually have the Peltor headset for it, or the knockoff Peltors, whichever one you have. So it's kind of important that if you don't really know these things too, you really have to do some research, which luckily we both work in this field, so we understand what we need to accomplish this, because you don't want it to look half-assed. If there's anybody in the military that's a veteran, you can tell when something looks off, and this is about as good as it's gonna get for like the winter kind of get up that we have. So just the scenario, but something to keep in mind.
Not wearing a actual uniform too, so
exactly.
we can get away with artistic interpretation.
Yeah, so keeping out your name tapes, things with rank, things with the unit you're attached to is something to keep in mind if you've never been in the military. So they're not working for the military at that time, so they shouldn't be wearing the uniform in the capacity that they would for work. That's another thing to keep in mind when you're thinking of doing a shoot like this. You guys ever have to make a fire up any?
No.
You? Yeah.
No shit.
40, but it was wet, it sucked. And then by the time it was this summer, we got pulled out of the field for lightning a couple times.
No shit.
Boss with the Rangers that got hit.
Oh no.
Hit by lightning. We were out the same week. We need to prep for winter. Get stuff for a fire. Nuts are gonna fall off. How you doing, Eddie?
It's fucking cold out here.
Mitts. You take these off, and they're actually made for winter, like really cold weather. Shockingly, I put them on. Good to go. So we did good walking through. I'm taking some of the video portions right now, so I'm gonna shoot and have some depth with these tree lines. I'm gonna punch them with a 200 lens, so that we have some depth, and I can use these to kind of frame in the picture and have the subject in the middle, and he can kind of pass in and out of where the tree is going to be here in my frame, which I think will be pretty cool. So getting creative here.
Well, that sun feels great.
Huh?
The sun feels good. I'm kind of standing in the shade, but it was on my face.
Pull your head up a little bit more straighter. Right there. Yeah, up right there. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, it's so deep.
If there's any photographers that are complaining because they have to shoot and it's a little bit like not perfect outside, this is what we're shooting in. Super bright, middle of the day because it's the best time that could work for everybody, and probably some of the heaviest snow I've ever like been in to work in, which is wild. That was good, but you just look so damn happy. You're smiling and laughing.
I just laughed. I'm sorry. We can try it again.
Breathe, man. We're
Yeah,
doing a
I'm
hit
good.
workout today.
It's just it's cold air, so it hurts the lungs a little bit. It's fine.
So we try to shoot in good conditions. We sat in the truck for a little bit to heat up, looked over some of the photos, kind of played around with some reels because, you know, we still want to have fun. The hardest part in the winter shooting is having fun, and if you have a subject, you want to try to make it fun for them, have high energy so they don't have poopy face of being upset because it's fucking cold, but you want to try to make it as fun as possible for them as well, so it's enjoyable so that you can get the best out of it. So Jeb's gonna do another round of running, I think. Poopy face? It's the face you make when you're snowboarding and you're cold. Like last time.
Poopy face.
Poopy face, you're just upset.
Can you do poopy face?
It's just feeling sorry for yourself in general. That's what happens. And you just kind of have a poopy face, you know? Crazy positions to take photos in.
Ready?
Oh yeah, there we go. Classic Halo move. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, on my body.
On your what?
On my body, all right. We'll have you just walk through this time, and you
Okay.
can do like, you can do like a slow draw and up a couple times. So you can go up and then pause and then go back down and then do the same thing. So you can. How to pose in the snow. Photographer's gone wild. I just don't know what else you'd want to get in photos today. Get at least one more like outfit or gun setup, either or. I spent like so much time like just out in the snow because of Army. It doesn't like faze me. I'm like so used to being cold. Shooting outside, you have the option to shoot with the sun in your face, or you have the option to have it as a backlighting, which right now the sun's starting to go down a little bit, so we're trying to get a little bit of a sun flare coming in. It's not down to be called backlighting per se, but we're gonna shoot into the sun with our subject. Again, one of the nice things that helps with this camera, with the R5, is that you're able to push the dynamic range in a few different directions, which helps when you want to shoot because he might be pretty well shadowed, might blow out the background. So we're gonna kind of play with some of the settings. We'll put them in some of the shade, put them in the sun, kind of see what we can get out of this. We're wrapping up another video, and today this was fun. It was really cold, but we actually got some good content. And you know, if you're gonna go out in the wild and you're gonna go shoot, you have to be prepared a little bit above and beyond your camera gear, but you actually have to be prepared mentally, physically, actually be in shape to do this, which we found was a little bit more challenging. And then bring enough stuff to survive outside as well in case something does go wrong. Even though you are a photographer, you still have to take care of yourself and the people around you when you're shooting. So Jeb here, we did this for one of the companies that he works with, and I'll give him a little bit to tell us about it.
Yeah, I'm Jeb Davis. I'm working with Mountain Mama Armory right now out of Waverly, West Virginia. We're a little bit further north than that for the amount of snow we have, but it's going to be an up and coming ammo and firearm manufacturer, and definitely worth checking out. And we're just trying to build a brand and get it known. So unless you're in the industry already, you probably haven't heard the name other than on a John Denver song. So that's about it.
So we're wrapping up with that. That concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the links below or anything else that you want to go check out on my channel, and we'll make more content in the future. So we're out.
Thanks, guys.